Yo, peep this. You just clicked on Let's View It, and I'm Tyrone Cross. Welcome to my channel, so you already know. Let's view it. 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 What's up, real ones? This is Let's View It, the realest YouTube channel on YouTube. And if you know, you know. But if you're clueless, well then that's because you've probably been procrastinating and not clicking on my channel because you're like, I don't know that guy. But since you finally stepped up to the plate, well, that means you're new to the crew and we welcome you. And all I ask is after my video, if you like how I do what I do, please subscribe, please help support this channel so that one day when people see my thumbnail, they'll be like, oh, it's that guy. But for now, I'm just gonna stay nameless and keep making the greatest videos of all time. Now let's get into this one then. In this video, it's crazy. You know all the transgender gaslighting that goes on around here? And what I mean specifically is all these transgenders saying there's a genocide, all these transgenders saying we're all bigots, all these transgenders saying we're making policies and bills against them, all these transgenders that say we hate them because we don't want trans women going into the women's bathroom, you know, to protect women, plus give them privacy. You know, convincing kids that they're transgenders and then telling them they can't tell their parents because their parents will hate them forever and make them homeless or possibly delete them. You know, all that transgender gaslighting stuff. Well, apparently the gas has spilled across the border all the way into Canada, and now they're warning their LGBTQ people about traveling to America, the land of the free. So you already know. Let's view it.
Quietly this morning, Canada advised its gay community to be cautious of heading to the United States. A new online advisory warns travelers some states have enacted laws and policies that may affect 2S LGBTQI+ persons. Check relevant state and local laws. Changes made by professionals, said the Deputy Prime Minister, who monitor for potential dangers.
Every Canadian government, very much including our government, needs to put at the center of everything we do the interests and the safety of every single Canadian.
Canada's closest ally and neighbor has seen nearly 500 anti-LGBTQ bills introduced in state legislatures this year. Bills that ban drag performances, restrict education relating to sexual orientation, and limit access to transgender health care for people under 18. It's what prompted an LGBTQ civil rights group in the U.S. to issue its own travel advisory against Florida.
For years now, we've been watching as the anti-queer rhetoric has been on the rise, laws are being changed, and quite frankly, violence towards our community is escalating in the States.
The travel advisory applauded by gay rights groups, but there is growing concern Canada's own track record is tarnished as anti-LGBTQ action is impacting more Canadian communities.
We're seeing protests around drag story time. We're seeing policies and legislation being introduced by ministries of education. We can't, on one hand, say that, oh, you know, other jurisdictions are all bad when we're doing this here at home.
Changes to the travel advisory were not made at a political level, but by the department alone, said a senior government source, and the U.S. Embassy was made aware. The U.S. ambassador to Canada said in a statement his country stands for equality and equal treatment for all. Jill Makashon, CTV News, Winnipeg.
What is this all about? Can you believe Canada is giving a travel advisory to the LGBT community about coming to America? And it's all because of these policies. And I've done so many videos on these policies, I know what they are. It's basically the same 3 to 4 things every time. The drag show policy, the school policy, the bathroom policy, and the minor gender affirming care policy. So let me explain them real quick again. The drag show policy. Basically, it's just saying minors can't go to these drag shows. And if there's gay clubs or drag shows caught letting minors in, they will be fined. Now let's talk about the school policies, or the Don't Say Gay bill, which is not called, but they keep calling it that. There's no bill called the Don't Say Gay bill. You can say gay. There's not one rule or policy in all of this country that I know of that says you can't say the word gay. But what that policy is saying is teachers can't speak about their sexuality to your kids in school. That's it. It doesn't matter if you're heterosexual or gay. And there's another school policy that's getting passed in some schools that schools have to get permission from the student's parents if the student wants to go by a different gender and name than they were born with. The school basically has to let the parent know. They can no longer keep it a secret and keep the parent in the dark. Now, the bathroom policy, it's very simple. You have to use the bathroom of the gender you were born with. And that goes for everyone. So there's no biasness, there's no hate, there's no phobia. Not some people, not one person, all people. And last but not least is the minor gender affirming care. You can get criminally punished if you mutilate a child's genitals. And that includes gender affirming care as a minor. And that's all the policies state. That's it. Basically, you can't harm the kids or get the kids involved with this. And that's what's shaking up their whole lives. They can't stand not having the kids part of this. So I don't know what the travel advisory would sound like. Like,
don't go over there. They'll make you keep your penis. Run for your lives.
I mean, really, how bad could this warning be?
Warning, if you go over there, they won't let you mutilate your kids' genitals. Warning, if you go over there, you can't just say you're a woman and walk into the woman's bathroom. Warning, if you go over there, the teachers can't talk about their sexuality to the students.
Oh, damn, bro. Thanks for telling me. I almost went to America and would have been miserable. I would have had to tell my son he has to keep his penis and everything.
Actually, the more I think about it, if a country gives a travel advisory to come into our country because of those policies, then maybe we should be given a travel advisory to go into those countries. Shoot, you could be in Canada with your kid talking about run for your lives. They're trying to whack your penis off. Warning, women don't use public bathrooms. You might just run into a man. Warning, don't send your kids to Canadian schools because they will brainwash them and the teacher can't wait to tell them about their sexuality all behind your back. You know, I used to think it was crazy that some people think there's a trans genocide in our own country, but that's small potatoes to another country thinking that there's a trans genocide in our country. Did you guys know that we're deleting transgenders left and right? Yep, it's true. You don't like them. I don't like them. I know we didn't know that we didn't like them, but trust me, we don't like them. And we don't like them so much, we're so angry and full of hate, we can't even do anything about it. We just kind of leave them alone. But now there's this whole new group of transgenders, Canadian transgenders, and they're trying to come over here. So everybody get ready, guard the borders. You see, the joke's on them. They think they're giving their people a warning about traveling here, but really, they're giving us a heads up about them coming here. So everybody, man your stations and let's continue this trans genocide. Or just go back to whatever you're doing, whether it's watching one of my videos or playing Madden. And we'll just let them have their trans genocide fantasy on their own. But now that you know Canada is warning their LGBTQ people about coming over here because we're so crazy and so full of hate, all I need you guys to do is comment below. Tell me what you think. What do you think this is all about? Is it really that scary, keeping your penis? But while you're telling me your thoughts, I'm also gonna need you to hit that bell like the hunchback. Also click that hit checker button and subscribe with me. And I'll see you on the next trip.
Day and night. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. All my life. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Can't help I. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. That's why I. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.